Stephanie Cutter, the main voice for the Democrats and Barack Obama, says women are not worried about the last 4 years. They're worried about the future.
That's the other thing that you find most often with women. They're not really concerned about what's happened over the last 4 years. They really want to know what's going to happen in the next 4 years.
My gosh, that is so true. They don't give a crap.
They don't.
That their family income has plummeted $4,300.
Right.
They don't care.
Can I tell you something? They really don't care at all about the past. That's why Hope and Change worked so well.
Right.
Because they were just in this vacuum. They're like, what's the future? George Bush, what?
And hope
was
the future, and so was
right.
change.
Right.
And they don't care that the change turned out to be that your gas price would double.
Yeah. Well, now let's
care.
not be. Please be accurate. 107%.
Okay, that's true.
Okay, 107%.
Their grocery bills also went up by hundreds of dollars per year. Their electricity rates necessarily skyrocketed.
And wait, here's the great thing. You know, this is from the board from last night.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I put up on the. Chalkboard last night, and it's basically to this point, but it's not to women. This is for everybody. If your friends say, "Why do I always feel broke if things are getting better?" Well, it's because when you elected Barack Obama, and I know this is the women, I'll try to take a picture. If you're watching on Dish or on the Blaze TV, would you do me a favor? Just take a picture of a flower from time to time or a kitty cat for all of the women that Stephanie Cutter believes, because we're going to talk about the past. When Barack Obama got in, your gas was $190. That's what you were paying every month, $190. Average gas now is $389. So you've spent in the last 4 years $9,236. Is that better or worse?
They don't care. They don't care. They don't worry about that.
So women, if you want to just pay attention to the future, women are smart enough to know, according to Stephanie Cutter, they're not, but they're smart enough to know if I paid an extra $9,000 in gasoline over the last 4 years and the policies aren't changing, what are the next 4 years going to be like?
Could gas double again?
Correct. Why is my gas and electricity so high? Because he shut down the Gulf, then he banned offshore drilling, then he shut down the Keystone oil pipeline, and now he's using the EPA to close down the coal plants. And already we have about 550 coal plants in America. We get about half of our energy from everything that spills out of that light socket. Here, let me talk down to the women a bit for Stephanie Cutter. I know this doesn't, this is history and it really doesn't matter to you, but that light socket isn't magic. I know I knew you grew up with the Easy Bake Oven.
What?
Yeah, I know. But when you plug that in, that goes to a power plant. We'll have Stephanie Cutter explain it to you what a power plant does.
So, there's a plant that grows, and then you...
No, but thank you. What this is they burn coal. About 50%, 43% of our energy comes from coal. Right now, he's taken 1/5 of those coal plants and shut them down. He's going to shut down an additional 200 plants in the next 2 years. That means 50% of our electricity generation in the future. So now you can pay attention. In the future, 50% of our generation is going to be cut by 50%. So how high is your gas price or your electricity price going to be?
Won't that be made up by the magic solar power he's doing and stuff?
Let me ask you, Stephanie. So women only care about the future. So are you telling me that they don't think about how are my kids going to pay for the college that they're already doing, that they're already in?
And by the way, do they know that fat lump on their couch is their husband who lost his job in the last 4 years?
Are they not worried about that?
They're not worried about that. Don't worry about that.
How about in-state tuition up 25% and private tuition up 20% in the last 4 years? Obama's solution is I'm going to guarantee the loan. So everybody should have a guaranteed government loan. You know what this is? This is worse than the housing idea. Who can afford their loan? Do you know that their people are defaulting at record rate for those loans? So his idea is guarantee the loan. So all the taxpayers. So if your kid is in college, you're gonna have a guaranteed loan, but you're gonna also be guaranteeing all of the neighbor kids as well. And then he's going to make it as close to zero as an interest rate as you possibly can get. So basically, it's free money to go to college. But the tuition is going up 25% in the last 4 years for in-state, 20% for private. Those are over the last 4 years. Romney is saying you have to find new ways to educate. We have to dismantle what we're creating, a cheaper education, and don't allow students to enslave themselves to debt by giving away free money. And you have to know you're going to be responsible for paying that back.